for today's video, I'm going to be showing you 4 healthy meal prep breakfast recipes. These are all super easy, simple, and can be made ahead of time, so you can just grab your breakfast and go in the morning. All of these recipes can be saved in the fridge for about 2 to 4 days and in the freezer for up to 3 months. I will also be linking my blog post down below. If you guys would like to see a written version of these recipes, you can go check it out right down there. And that's about all for this intro, so let's get right into this video. The first recipe I'm going to be showing you guys is kale and cheddar egg bites. So you're going to want to set your oven to 350 degrees. And then you're also going to want to chop up some kale. You're going to want to chop it up pretty small so that it can fit nicely into your muffin tin. Next, you're going to want to go ahead and crack some eggs into a measuring cup, or just a regular cup would work too. I ended up using 4 eggs to make about 6 egg bites. Then you're just going to beat your eggs with a fork until they are well combined. Next, you're going to want to grease your muffin tin. I'm just using some non-stick cooking spray to generously coat the entire thing. Now just pour your eggs, and you're going to want to fill about halfway full. I filled that first one a little bit too much, so I had to take some out and distribute it to the other parts of the muffin tin. So now you just have to add your kale and shredded cheese. So I'm just adding a little bit of kale to each one, and then I'm going to put the shredded cheese on top of that before mixing it with the eggs. Then you're going to cook them for about 20 minutes or until they are set all the way through. And this is how they turned out. They turned out so delicious. These could be stored in the fridge for about 2 to 4 days or in the freezer for 3 months. To reheat them from frozen, just go ahead and microwave them for about a minute and about 30 seconds if you're heating them from the fridge. Alright, now we're going to be making peanut butter banana baked oats. So you're going to need to preheat your oven to 350 and then take a cup and a half of milk and add that to a medium-sized bowl. You can use any kind of milk you have on hand for this recipe. Normally I would use almond milk, but I was all out, so I'm using regular milk. And now I'm just adding about a half a cup of peanut butter. Normally I add this to the banana mixture, so I messed up a little bit while filming this and added it to the milk, so it was a little bit harder to mix. So I would definitely recommend avoiding this when making your own baked oats. I added about 2 tablespoons of agave to the milk mixture, and then I'm just going to mash 1 ripe banana. Then I added about 1 tablespoon of chia. I just kind of eyeballed it and mixed that into the banana mixture, along with some cinnamon and some nutmeg. I just added about a half teaspoon of each before mixing it all together. Then just go ahead and add the banana mixture into the milk and mix it all together until it is well combined. And stirring this will definitely be way easier if you add the peanut butter to that banana mixture instead of to the milk. I had to stir a little bit slowly to make sure all the peanut butter was combined and ensure the milk didn't slosh out of the bowl. I added half a teaspoon of baking powder. Then your last step is just going to be to add your oats. I'd recommend using old-fashioned oats because they soak up less of the liquid than quick cooking oats would. And I just added 2 cups and stirred them into the milk mixture. Then I'm just going to add about a half teaspoon of vanilla extract. Then you're just going to want to pour it into an 8x8 baking pan. I went ahead and greased it with a little bit of non-stick cooking spray. Then you're just going to go ahead and add your oats, and you're going to want to spread them out so that they're evenly spread across the entire pan. You can go ahead and top your baked oats with whatever you would like. I went ahead and used some chopped pecans, but you could use chocolate chips or any other kind of dried fruit or chopped nut. You could even use some more sliced bananas on the top. And then you're just going to want to go ahead and bake that for about 30 to 45 minutes until the edges are browned slightly and your oats are bubbling just a little bit. Let your oats cool for about 10 to 15 minutes and then you can go ahead and slice them. These will keep for about 4 to 6 days in the fridge or about 3 months in the freezer. So this third recipe is one of my personal favorites. This is an egg, black bean, and veggie scramble. So I'm just starting by slicing a jalapeno and then removing the seeds. And then I just went ahead and sliced both sides of the pepper into little strips. And then I'm also going to be using half of a bell pepper. I'm just going to go ahead and cut this into little bite-sized strips as well. And I'm just going to put that other half of a pepper into a reusable sandwich baggie so that I can use it in another recipe. Then just go ahead and add your veggies to a pan with a little bit of oil. And after you've added your oil, go ahead and give your veggies a little stir so that they're evenly coated. I'm using some black pepper as well as some chili powder to season. And then I also added a little bit of cumin as well as some salt and some garlic powder. And of course you can use any seasonings you'd like. These are just the ones that I chose. And after you're done adding that, you're going to want to give your veggies another stir to make sure that they are all evenly coated in the seasoning. While you're cooking those, which will take about 5 to 10 minutes, go ahead and start heating your beans in a pan. I'm just using a can of beans to make this a little bit easier. And then I'm just adding the veggies to 2 bowls. I'm using one for my meal prep, and then I'm using the other one for my breakfast today. Now that the veggies are done cooking, you can go ahead and start cooking your eggs. I just went ahead and used the same pan that I used for the veggies to help minimize what I had to clean up. When your eggs are done cooking, you can go ahead and add them to the bowls. I just went ahead and split them up evenly. I used about 2 eggs for this recipe to make 2 servings. Then go ahead and add your beans. I normally split them up evenly, and if there's some left over, you can go ahead and store it and make this recipe again if you would like. And then I'm just going to go ahead and top off each bowl with a little bit of shredded cheese. And then the last step, if you would like, is to season with salt and pepper to taste. And you can also add some salsa to the top if you would like. Alright, so the last recipe I will be showing you guys is going to be chocolate covered strawberry chia pudding. So you're going to go ahead and add a half cup of any milk to a jar or similar container, and then take 2 tablespoons of chia seeds and add that to your jar. Then you're going to go ahead and mix your chia into the milk till it's well combined. Then I'm going to take a tablespoon of cocoa powder and mix that well into your chia and milk mixture. You're going to have to whisk it pretty hard to make sure it's all the way combined.
This is not your cooking show.
Next, go ahead and add about a half tablespoon to a tablespoon of agave, depending on how sweet you want it. You can also use honey or any other type of sweetener. Then I'm just going to go ahead and slice up strawberries. I used about 3 strawberries for mine, and I cut them into tiny pieces. I added most of these to the chia pudding and then stirred them in so that they were combined with the mixture, and then I added the rest of them to the top. Then go ahead and put your lid onto the jar. This one is really easy to make the night before because you can just pop it into the fridge overnight or for at least 2.5 hours. Then take it out in the morning when you're ready to eat. Alrighty guys, so that is all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys try making any of these recipes, let me know in the comments below. If you guys did enjoy, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe down below before you leave for more weekly content. I hope that you guys have a beautiful, productive day, and I will see you guys next week. Bye!